made this.
Welcome back to another episode of Minds of Millennials. It's your boy Nico. You know what I'm saying? We got a special guest today, Nick, once again.
What's up? How y'all doing?
It's your girl Nee here today.
That guy Fred, aka Tud.
It's your boy Shot Too Smooth.
And today, we're going to be talking about breadwinners in the family. Whether it's you, your girl, your mama, your daddy, your auntie, your cousin, whoever you're staying with.
Grandma.
You know what I'm saying? You know, side chick. It don't matter.
That's it.
Your cougar.
Right.
Oh my God,
Cougars.
All right, so
Two cougars take care of you, man.
since this our first episode
Shout
back
out.
together this season, me and Denita, I'm going straight at you with this one.
Okay.
If you made more money than your man, would you still be married right now?
Yes, I would still be married right now if I made more money than my man. Because the man that I'm with currently is my husband, and I feel like personally, financial money is a thing, but it shouldn't like make your overall relationship. But money is important now. But just because I make more than him, don't mean I don't need to be with him. I wouldn't be with him.
Who agree with that? Raise your hand. If you agree with him, raise your hand.
I mean, I still agree, so.
You feel like she'll still be with him?
Yeah.
I mean, I raised my hand too. I get what she's saying. Like, money shouldn't be the only factor why you married to a person anyway.
Or
but
with
it is
him.
important. Yeah, it is.
I feel like if that person is taking care of you, not only monetarily, but like emotionally, that's a big thing. Like that right there is important within itself.
If he'll stay home, dad, he'll stay home, dad. Like
First
say,
of all,
wait, come talk. Let me.
Okay, go ahead.
Say I do have a kid, and he be like, well, somebody, I don't want my child going to daycare. I'm gonna stay at home with the kids since you make more money than me, or make sure the house taken care of. How would you feel about that?
Okay, first and foremost, my man wouldn't do that. But if he was hypothetically speaking, that's my man, and I'm his side. So you know what I'm saying? So because it is some niggas out there that's like that, like you can go to work, I'm gonna stay at home and cook, clean, take care of the kids. Like okay, but no, it's a no for me.
No,
it's a no for me. No, I'm not having it.
Why?
Because if I can get my ass up and I go to work, you can get your ass up and go to work, and the kids can go to daycare. Or one of our mamas can keep them.
It's too aggressive right now. Come on.
I mean, did he ask me my perspective? How am I being aggressive? Like,
I mean, this is a real life situation.
right.
So.
Because it ain't like, but yeah, I'm, you know.
No, it ain't like, you got stuck there. Like, what you mean?
Look,
because he's speaking like I don't have a nigga, like I got a man, and I'm telling you, like,
married.
Exactly.
But also, like, just because he ain't got, like, a job where he going to work, don't mean, like, what he can do at the house don't count. Because if you flip it around, that's kind of like you saying the housewife ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, that's what. All right, that's what I was finna get into.
So you just ask how would I feel about that? No.
Okay, cool.
I don't like
so
that.
do you support that if it switches, the role switch? Do you support that?
No, because I'm gonna get him to go my ass to work.
Not even you. All right, let's just say hypothetically. How do you feel about people that's out there that have housewives or housewives?
What works for them works for them, but just because it works for them, that don't mean it's gonna work for me.
I feel like, first of all,
because I don't want to say a man that go to work, a man go to work and a woman stay home, take care of kids is any less than me. I don't want to give off like that because that's not what it is. But what works for one couple won't work for the next.
Yeah,
I'll
That's what I'm
say
trying to
this.
say.
Like with
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
Go ahead, Fred.
Go ahead.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? You remember
with the first
All the
episode,
time.
and she was talking about, oh, Fred, take everybody. But who's doing the thing?
This was a Nico. Nico had asked me a question. I hadn't got done talking about mine.
I thought you were done talking. You paused like
he asked me another question.
Never done talking.
Go ahead, Fred.
Nah, just let her finish. Respectfully, go ahead and finish, man.
Go on, man. You pissed me off.
Go ahead, Fred. What you gonna say, Fred? Go ahead. Get off your chest.
About marriage, I feel like, well, if it's housewife or house husband, that should be something discussed prior before you get married.
Right.
Because you gotta have that same ambitions. So if I'm married, or I'm married, if me and Amy had a conversation, right? Mm-hmm. The conversation is, yeah, you gonna have to work. If she told me, oh, I'm not gonna work, I have kids, we'll never be married. So that's what I'm saying. That the conversation needs to be had before y'all even say I do. Yeah. Because you gotta be on the same kind of mindset. You gotta be on the same kind of mindset. So if you with somebody and you ask them, hey, we have a kid, what would you do? If he or she say, I'm gonna be a housewife, and that's what you cool with, then fine. But you're not cool with that, don't get married.
All right, what about afterwards? You know, like when
people mind change.
Yeah, things change. Like, you know, when a kid comes into play, you know, that's more responsibility. You never take the love away from. You never expect the love for a child when the child get here. You know, you can have in your mind how you feel when that child get here. It's a whole different feeling. You know what I'm saying? So how would you feel if, say, you know, your girl, something happened, y'all have a baby, and she like, I ain't working, I can't work, I want to work for my kid.
The agreement was before we got married, she was gonna work.
Say it don't happen. Say it. Hold on, no, because I'm for the kitchen. Say it don't happen. Say I just don't feel right. I can't leave my child with anybody. Daycare, mom. I just feel like nobody can take care of my child.
Because that's a lot of women out there that feel like that.
I can't nobody can take care of my child the way I can. This first year of my child life.
I need to be at home with the baby. I can't let anyone keep my baby.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
You know you got mothers out there that breastfeed.
No, Fred, you gotta answer the question.
No. Black people do. They try to throw something in there to get out of it. No, answer it. What would you do?
I got a question. I gotta ask a question. Like, let me ask the question within the question. Let me ask the question within the question. I'm pulling you now. So how long are we talking? We're talking a year. Then that's fine. That's fine. Because I understand you want to be with your child for the child for a year. That's fine. But it can't be more. It can't be 1+ year.
But what about you though? You gonna be going to work. You will miss out on a lot of stuff.
But that's what happens when you're a man. You gonna miss out.
True.
You have.
Why is that standard like that? Goddamn it. Why is that? You the man. You gotta always be the one that miss out. They gotta be out there.
Let me tell you something. You know, in most works now, they let men off for work.
They do.
From their maternity leave.
Yeah, I had 6 weeks.
I was about to say, did you get that?
Yeah, I got 8 weeks. I got 8 weeks. Yeah.
So they are allowed for men to have. But like I said, that's conversation you have in your household.
That's more like that's like more of a Fortune 500 company that gives their associates, their males, their 8 weeks. They get women up to like 3 months,
12 weeks. Some get 12 weeks.
I think like I know I was like this is 3
I think
months.
my job gets 12 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, so throw this in there. What if your baby mama go through postpartum depression?
That helps a lot.
Yeah.
So, but that ain't got no time frame on it.
True.
So if that was to go throughout year and a half, year 2,
more than 1 year,
right?
What do you do in that?
How you gonna handle this?
Are you gonna be like, I'm sticking it out with you, or are you gonna be like, hey, look, you gotta get over that? It's hard because you're not this. I know.
Well, no. This is what I would say. I would try to do everything to make sure it, counseling. Because counseling does work. So I would make sure she go to counseling. If I go to counseling, make sure we both go to counseling to fix it. So it won't prolong that long. Yeah. That's my thing.
Well, don't counseling cost money?
But when you work with people, they
have insurance.
Yeah, have insurance, they pay for it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
And certain jobs,
certain
jobs are covered.
And then you in school, some schools pay for therapy. So you get like 10 free classes.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah, like William Care, I think they offer 10 free classes, free sessions. Yeah. USM do the same thing.
If you're a student.
Yeah.
Okay.
But even like with your job and stuff, because I know with my job they offer counseling. It's free.
When I was at Pine Grove, they did the same thing. I think we had like 10 sessions free a year.
And see, the only thing with that would make me think about it, like, you know how you said you had to have those conversations before marriage or getting a relationship, child, and all that stuff, engagement, all that. It just kind of made me think about, like, also being aware of like what you want, but like you have to be upfront about it. But at the same time, like don't be telling a person like what you want them to do, because they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this," and then whenever you get with them. They'll switch to it's like a total turnaround. Like,
that's why
no,
that comfort
man.
phase. When a person, that's why you should never tell a person what you looking for in a person. Like when you first like talking to somebody, because they're gonna try to be that person.
Be that person,
yeah.
exactly.
And then like a year or so down the line, that
person
real person, gonna really start creeping out because they're gonna get comfortable.
Yeah, because you can only be that for so long. You can only act out like that person for so long.
Exactly. So if your girl made more money than you, for it,
I wouldn't care.
You wouldn't care?
Because you still making money, still putting, you still helping me out the bill, so I really wouldn't care. That's me.
I'm finna call a special guest on to the scene. Y'all gonna just hear a voice. Hey man, how would you feel about that? If you made more money than Fred, would you still be with Fred right now? Be real now.
She'll brag about that.
Wow.
As she should.
So you know, as she should. So hold on.
When we were dating, I did. Like at one point in time, I did.
And you rubbed it in.
No.
Oh, wait a minute.
Not too lying now. Not too lying now.
Did I really, Fred?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want me to pay for this? Y'all, you want to pay for this? Because I made more money than you.
Oh, heck no. It definitely wouldn't have been like that.
3 days nights on her, 1 on you.
I think I still pay more.
Ooh. So you was making him pay even though you made more money than you?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. So how you feel about that? All right. So do you pay some time when you go out? Do you take your boyfriend out and pay for everything sometimes?
My husband, yeah.
You know, disrespect. My bad. I ain't used to.
You better put some respect on my man's name.
My bad.
Taryn don't watch. Don't apologize. Taryn don't watch.
No, I'm just playing. But wait, what you say? Oh, girl, don't even repeat it. Don't even repeat it. But look, what am I saying? Yeah, it has. Yeah, I paid before. This was before. This was even before we got married. Yeah, I paid for a date or two.
Did she pay for yours? Did your significant other pay for yours? Like,
do your cougars pay for you, buddy?
Don't play with no shy. Please don't play with shy.
No, Shy, tell them cougars don't pay because they already cook for you. Tell them.
That's right.
Home cooked meals.
Tell them, Shy.
That's the only thing you
I'm
can say.
irrelevant to this conversation. And they gonna come and get that fried chicken.
Boy, shut up.
Don't start frying it for me.
It'll be hot and ready when I get
High
there.
crispy.
So y'all think you got significant?
I mean, okay, like, I feel like I'm kind of biased on this. Because I feel like as a man, you should just do it. Just because, right? If the girl want to pay, it just made me feel some type of way.
That's me.
Baby, spoiled me.
It's different than being spoiled. But if it's something I can take care of like that,
To a certain extent,
you ain't second
just
guessing.
because of my upbringing.
And I was about to say too, like I don't do that because like I have to. I do it because I want to and to just show appreciation to my man. Like I don't have to do
I
it.
got this.
Yeah,
that's
and he'd be
cool.
like, nah, you don't have to do that. And I'm like, but I want to. Like,
You're like, oh,
right.
okay.
So my girl, she be doing.
I feel like you should though. You take care of those who take care of you.
Yeah, she be doing a little babysitting and stuff on the side.
Boy, you look like they were in.
I'm just drinking my I'm just chilling over
My
here.
girl, she do a little babysitting on the side or whatever, and she make a little money. So she took me out the other day. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
how did they do feel?
Boy, what?
Like a bad bitch. Look at me.
I ain't get one. I got pink lemonade, please. I ain't paying today. I ain't paying. Yeah,
Okay.
It felt good though, cause you know what I'm saying. It made her happy.
Yeah, I think with men, like,
Spoiled me. I'm with that.
I think men want to be spoiled, and I feel like when a girl actually pays for it, because the first thing men gonna say, nah, I got it. But in reality, inside, like,
Damn.
no, like, hell yeah, pay for this.
Yeah.
This $50, you
I
know,
don't
get that
care
ticket.
what no man say, bro. If his girl's wife, and she be like, I got this on there. Man, that's gonna buzz.
Butterflies.
Man, wait till we get home.
Ooh.
Oh, the steak. You still want to get that? All right.
Ooh.
Get her the ticket. Get her the ticket. Man, it felt good though. I enjoyed it. Made her happy too, cause she was able to get back. You know, she stayed at home a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's hard. I think it's cause the social life and everything in between. I think it is kind of hard being a stay at home anything, cause Like being at home all day sometime, my kids get on my nerves after a while.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It can be over.
Like everybody get nerves.
Like,
It can be overwhelming.
I was like, I see why I work so much.
Yeah, you feel me? I be like,
All right now.
y'all need to come in today?
Okay.
Like, no, it do get overwhelming sometimes because, like, you know, like, but they just be happy to see me, so of course they get on me. I be looking like, damn, we ain't gonna get one of them. Like, play with them, man, do something. She's like, nah, this your time. And I be feeling though, cause that's every day for her. That's like 365 days a year. So,
How would you feel though if your woman made more than you?
man, I sit at the house, play the game all day.
Okay, that broke nigga behavior.
No cap.
Oh, come on.
No
man.
cap. Like, would you be a stay-at-home dad? How would you feel about being a stay-at-home dad?
I do too much in general, outside of work, inside of work. I don't think I'm the type of person that if I'm not moving,
I can't stay home.
I don't feel accomplished. My thing is I want to accomplish something every day. I have to accomplish something every day. To feel as not just feel as a man, but with me to feel whole. Like I got to feel like I did it and I knocked it out. Not tomorrow, type thing. So, heck no. If I did stay at home, I will find ways to make money. But then, you know what I'm saying, I'm business minded, so I would like, it's more time for me to work on my business and doing, brainstorming ideas and stuff like that. So,
I got a question. Everybody on the table. We just gonna, for your cougar, we're gonna say you with a cougar, right? And then we're gonna say you with somebody. So, who you feel like should pay the most of the bills? And we go down the line.
What Drake? I mean not Drake, but Dirk said, I can't spend my rent with my girl. I can't do that. Like as far as like big bills, you ain't gotta touch that. I feel like as a man, especially if I don't care if you make more money than me though. In that sense though, I feel like the big things I'm gonna take care of that. And that's just me.
Would you feel like any less of a man if you couldn't take care of the big bills?
Hell yeah. I mean, I wouldn't. I feel I would get to do a lot more home stuff. Like me, I ain't washing no dishes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if I'm off and I mess it up, I clean it up. But if it's like, I'm not washing no dishes. I ain't folding clothes. I'm not doing none of that because, not to sound mean, but if you're a housewife, those are housewife material things that you do. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. Look, I agree with that, man.
Like I'm not gonna she get mad at me sometimes, and I ain't gonna say I never do, but I help out sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's routinely it get overwhelming, and then you need your break as well. So I do understand that. But like if I come home from work, you like yo, fold your clothes, hell no. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm off today. I was off today, so she asked me, hey, baby, fold your clothes. I fold the towels, something like that. But I ain't finna fold our sheets. I ain't finna fold my drawers, shit like that. But what was the question?
The question was.
It's just real, like, cause I mean, for instance, if how would
Red
you feel?
who paid the bills? Who? How would you feel?
Like if you paid her bills, she was just a stay-home mom, and you paid all her bills.
Who paid the bills?
What like?
But why are you lording money over all
yeah.
that? That's just basic human things that you need to do for yourself.
Yeah.
So why flash the money around like that?
You talking about me?
Yeah, because that just kind of sounds like...
I'm not, it's not even that, because if you made the decision to be a stay-at-home wife...
But that don't mean she got to do everything for you.
She's not doing everything for me. That's just the simple thing that she's doing for me. Everything for me is like cooking, cleaning, like you doing that because the kids messing it up. Now, if I come home and cook, I'm cleaning them dishes up because I cooked that. You feel what I'm saying? But if I just come in and kick my shoes off, I put my shoes in the corner. I get that. No, I don't do shit like that. But if it's like you wash the clothes, you fold the clothes, okay, cool. They fold it. I put my clothes up. I ain't gonna fold them. You feel what I'm saying? Because in that case, it's like...
But that's your clothes.
Yeah, but okay, them her bills.
Okay, but they got to do with anything, though.
They got to do with everything.
What if she died? Then
they my bills then. If we married and she died... If she... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I got... So what? But okay, then they're my responsibilities now, right? Because if I die... Them bills hers, right? How she gonna take care of that? Them clothes hers now too. She gotta fold that. She ain't got a choice.
It just sounds
like I ain't.
It sound like he being a little too flashy,
because I mean that's typical for a guy to be like, well, I went to work. I'm coming home. I ain't doing shit because I already work.
But that's the thing. I come home and be a father. That's not.
But being a father is also helping around that.
That's why I said when I'm off.
You off. You can't pick and choose when you want to do that. That's a 24/7 job.
And the job of going to work is a 24/7 job. Most of the time. 48 hours a week. Plus. Okay, so
That ain't 20.
all right, so I said no. All right, so actually it is 40 hours. It's 24 hours, more than 25 hours. Right now, it's more than 24. Right or wrong.
All right, we in that.
So thank you. Well, I'm just giving you facts. I'm just saying, if I get up every day and work every day, and I ain't trying to like just sound flashy. All right, I pay for this, I pay for that, I do this, I do that, I do this for you out of generosity. Like I could be an asshole, like nah, I'm not taking care of nobody. Ain't gonna take care of themselves. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, like tampons, panty liners. New clothes, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? How do a male feel that's mentally draining for him as well? I understand being at home, not having a social life, that's mentally draining too. But when I come home, I'm doing your job now. So when is my break? Just when I come home?
I think
But the woman never gets a break. That's what I'm trying to say.
That is her break. What did you mean? That is her break.
When
When I'm
off,
off, like if I have a whole day off, only thing I do outside of family, that's 2 days. You get 2 days off a week. Most people get 2 days off a week.
Or 2 days.
Okay, and then the other 5 days, I'm slaving at work. Physically, mentally, and emotionally.
I don't think.
I think what Nick just saying, like what you saying, what she doing at home. We don't want to say she because we just saying hypothetically speaking.
Yeah.
Right.
The woman doing at home, it doesn't equate to what you doing. Is that what you're trying to say?
And that's not what I was saying. I'm just saying if it's not a fit.
That her work is not better than. I mean, that your work is better than hers, just because you're going to a.
Do it mean more? Do it mean more?
Does it?
Yeah.
To you, it seems like yeah.
It simply mean more because it's without me working, we don't have what we have. You might not have those clothes on your bed. You don't have the opportunity to fold the clothes. You know what I'm saying? You probably at home with your mama or whoever. You know what I'm saying? You probably working. You get what I'm saying? Not saying that it's little. Not saying what she do is little. It means a lot because if she don't fold them clothes, then the clothes don't get folded. She don't wash the clothes don't get washed. You get what I'm saying? I mean, I'll wash the clothes, but I'll live out of basket. You feel what I'm saying? I just don't fold clothes, period. But if she asks me for these towels to do that for, I do it. That's just me. That's just me, period.
But truth be told, or is it any really housewives around anymore? A lot of women are more wanting to be in the workforce.
Right.
It's ambitious.
So
You got to.
I mean,
Exactly.
I want to say something because as a man, especially a black man, I don't think sometimes women understand what men go through. Because I had a conversation, we asked my mom, and she was like, women don't understand men go through a lot at work. So especially like when a man come home, it's tiring. And you come home, you want to decompress. So, as a man, you want to decompress. You don't want to just, I got to do this. Or, you got to decompress.
Especially if you got a housewife. Like someone that's been, I said a woman that's been at home more than you. Don't
right.
mean that outweighs you. Like, and then on top of that, you have kids. Because being a parent is a 24-hour job. Mm-hmm. But imagine dealing with stuff at work. Mm-hmm. For someone who sits at home all day. No, I'm not knocking it out. Your job is important. It's just that think about it, like if my husband don't work as much.
At home every day, don't sit at home. Somebody
you're at home
every day.
Yeah, I mean, cause somebody who works at home, with kids and stuff all day. Your husband go to work. It's always problems, regardless of what job you work at. Mm-hmm. Especially if you got a higher stature job, like you have big responsibility. And somebody above you, like you got to deal with that. You got to deal with the people under you. You got to deal with whatever comes in, a truck driver, vendor, anything like that. And then you got to come home and deal with that home stuff. Like, you got to be a parent. You still got bills you got to take care of. You know what I'm saying? You still got, that there is mentally draining because it's not fair to kids if you're going to be a dad. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then it's not, you're an asshole. You're not doing your job if you can't pay them bills. But then now you got to come home and take care of this stuff at home as well. Dealing with that as well. That's why I was saying, like, I'm not saying here fold my drawers. I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying?
You got a job, I got a job.
You know what I'm saying? This is what you're expecting of me, right? You're expecting me when we go out, you know what I'm saying? 90% of the time, I'm taking care of the bill. You expecting me when like, it's shopping time, it's birthday time, you expecting me to take care of that. Christmas time, expecting me to get a gift you want. You expect, it's so much expected that when you expect you just expect something from your spouse, you know what I'm saying? Such as like just folding clothes or something like that. I don't think it's that big of a, I'm not gonna say that big of a deal because I hate to say like I'm down it, but it's kind of like it's folding clothes.
So you feel like as a man you have an unlimited list of expectations.
Yes, and then like
as a man you do have that.
And that's just with the word period, just being black period.
That's why I say just being black man period. You have a lot. That's why I don't think people. I mean, I'm not speaking to all
I feel
women.
like you have a lot of. We have a lot. We have a
We're
lot of.
not down there.
We're
We're
not
not saying
saying
the
but-
women that's out there. We're saying the women that take care of their homes. They're
Mm-hmm.
just specifically job is to take care of their home.
Because think about the single
I was
women
just about to say
parents,
that.
single, you know,
Yeah.
single women that are parents.
Yeah.
I grew up in
Think
a
about all
single
that y'all
family
dealing with falls on just them.
So
Exactly. That's
me
what I'm saying.
growing
That's what
up,
I'm
I had
saying.
to take care of everything when my mama went to work because they would just me, my sister, my brother, and my mom. So, like, how you saying you come home? Like, basically say I was a housewife because I was in school, basically. So I didn't work, and you still like expected to do certain things, yes, but also as the other adult, you still need to come together. I just feel like the way you was putting it was just like, I've been to work, so I ain't gotta do nothing. Like that's all I'm getting from you.
No, I
Still got responsibility.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You still take out, like, I don't be like, here, trash food, go take out the trash. I ain't like slaving them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I still come home, I be a dad. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I'll make the bed up. You know what I'm saying? It's little stuff I do, but just me in particular, I'm not folding no clothes. You know what I'm saying? I throw dishes in the dishwasher, but I'm not hand washing no dishes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just certain standards and lines that I'm not going to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling her, hey, go in there and hand wash them dishes. Throw them in the dishwasher. I'm just saying, I'm not folding my clothes.
I kind of blame my, like, I don't want to say people like grandparents and grandparents, stuff like that. Because, like, even my grandpa, like, he felt like no man should wash dishes. Why? Nigga, why he can't wash dishes? Like, you know?
Oh, that's like when you go, like if you went to your family's house for the
I feel like if you
holidays,
dirty, you wash
they
it.
send all the women to the kitchen, and all the men just sitting there watching TV.
Yeah.
That used to irk me.
Yeah.
Growing up, because
Oh,
nigga,
yeah, I feel that.
Why they can't?
like get up. I want to watch TV too.
Yeah.
So that's basically like traditional values. So when it's traditional,
But that don't make it right.
yeah, it don't make it right.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
I think-
It's about point of views and opinions in that situation. In our situation, that's like life is a point of view and opinion. So I think in that, it's more like if that was normally happening, that's normally happening. Not saying that it's right or nor that it's wrong. It's like when you go out, you know, you see segregation, white people over here, black people over here. Is it right? Is it wrong? I mean, you probably not know nothing anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you just gonna go, you know, what's up?
gonna
I remember you.
Like
You used to come to Walmart all the
yeah.
time. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. It's not a right or wrong thing. It's just where you're more comfortable at, or where you rather be at. So,
Or the perspective of the household.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
If the hypothetical lady that we're speaking about, what if she's like up and decided one day she didn't want to do it no more? Would you break up with her?
What, the one who be a housewife?
Yeah.
Well, no, I encourage it. I never, and visually, that's why I'm saying, that's why I'm glad, like, you sat down, my fiance, we sat down, we talked about what we expecting out of each other. And although I brought up, I was told, you know what I'm saying, don't take care of somebody that can take care of themselves. That's something I decided to manage with, because I want to be married one day, of course. You know what I'm saying? My mom, my dad, neither one of them married. You know what I'm saying? I want to do things differently. And it was because, you know, they couldn't come together. They were both like, nah, it's my way, my way, my way. I try to be more understanding, especially with, you know, relationship, compromise. You know what I'm
Different
saying?
that y'all have kids involved too.
Exactly. I mean, you can't just do it for the kid, do it for each other.
I mean, but I'm saying that should be even more reason for y'all to want to work it out. Not saying just because you have kids with a person you gotta be with.
That's what it's all
But
That's why I was going.
no, that's why I wanted to say.
I know a lot of different people that got kids.
Yeah, no, look,
and
look,
with somebody.
If you're not happy, don't by all means do not be with that person.
But
But,
some
I'm
people-
saying,
but some people-
you know how you have a child, it should bring you motivation or bring them closer together. Sometimes it don't,
No doubt.
and that's okay.
If we didn't have kids, would we still be together? Yeah, because I feel like the mindset I want to be a housewife, want to be there. You know what I'm saying?
She'll be more ambitious.
She'll be more ambitious. She'll be more to do things, especially because I feel like she'll be like, yo, you doing a lot, I want to do a lot too. You know, it'd be more of a match thing.
But what if she didn't want
she
to?
didn't, then that's not the person that I felt in my life at the moment. And not the kids. The kids help us, you know, help me maintain. You know what I'm saying? The idea of this is doing the right thing, because eventually she gonna get back to what she
So
had.
the
Because
kids
we talked about
are your.
no. They have motivation to be together, but they're not the main thing. The main reason we're together.
Gotcha.
I'm not doing it. I'm gonna do this because of the kids. No, I'm doing it because I love you. I want to be with you. I want to marry you one day. And also the same thing for, you know, the kids. I want my family. You know what I'm saying? It's just a helping motivational purpose. Because we talk, you know, oh yeah, I'm gonna start back. I'm going back to school. I'm gonna start back this. So we're going in the right direction. But now if she had never wanted to do this and then became a burden, she never want to get like do anything, became a burden, yeah, I'd be out. You know what I'm saying? And if we didn't have kids and she was like this, yeah, I'd be out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not the person I envision my partner to be with. Heck yeah. Boy, they got deep, boy. Look.
Shake that damn thing, bro.
Don't pull the nigga, man.
Don't do
All
it.
right, now that happened off camera. I'm gonna tell them what I did.
Bro, she about to knock everybody cup over. Cause I said, hold on. Don't cut me off. Don't cut me off.
He lying. Do you actually think me?
Yep.
Little old me?
You better
Read everybody's face.
You better look at them tapes. You better look at that 21 question tape. Wrap this shit up.
Quit bringing up old stuff.
Yeah, make me mad.
Quit bringing up old stuff.
Bro, I know you ain't talking.
Yeah, Kirsten did piss me off that day. Yeah, we can bring that up.
Ooh, that was funny.
She pissed me off
That
that
was
day.
really funny.
I wouldn't even know, man. Yeah, I was gonna
It was something about the Bible.
Cause
She
she,
was
why
talking
we talking about
Hey,
something
look,
show no more?
Breadwinner. All right, we back on top, man.
What you gotta ask a question, Sean? What's your question?
So, what do y'all feel? How do y'all feel about? All right, so how we were talking about if a woman made more money than a man?
Yeah.
How do you feel like if a woman say, "Well, I make more money than you, so I should make all the damn decisions around the house"?
That's fucked up.
Because as a man, we used to saying we gonna run the house.
That's
No. Look, that you can't speak for all men because I'm telling you, I have no say so in my household. I have.
Okay.
Like, I admit to that, like decorations, how the couch is, how what's on the wall. Shit.
Okay.
I have no say so.
I know most people, like most women, like Charlamagne said, his wife is the CEO of the house.
Yeah.
He's the CEO outside, but she's the CEO of the house.
Yeah.
You know, so like Bitch saying, like decoration, all that stuff. Like this is her domain. You know what I'm saying?
The pots, how the pots put in there, how the seasoning is in there.
That's her
no
decision. But what? So no, I'm gonna ask you what you mean by like what decisions? Like what kind of like big purchases?
Decision?
Like is it all right? So you know how like, for example, you know how like LeBron and Savannah is.
Yeah.
You feel like they're both equal, even though LeBron is
A billionaire.
billionaire, provided the house.
Well, technically they are because they're married. They're one. So
that's what I'm getting at. How would you feel like? Because when you're married, this is my perspective. I feel like you are supposed to have that communication that both of
you're
you
supposed to. You can't make
together.
you cannot make
that's what I was
any
gonna
decision.
say.
You cannot make
But
any
let's be real.
decision.
But let's be real. There's some folks out there that don't have that kind of marriage.
And I don't think that's right.
When you're married.
Well, like I was saying,
Married.
like Pop said, consistency, compromise, and communication. If you don't have those, you don't have any of those, you shouldn't have married.
Okay.
So to answer your question, you cannot make out if you're in a marriage and you make every decision without compromising your spouse. Don't be married.
Yeah.
Because if you I don't care how much money you make.
Right.
I don't care how much money you make. I don't care if I'm a millionaire and she a housewife. You still have to compromise with your partner to say, hey, I want to buy a car.
Communicate with them.
Right.
You got to break down how it's going to affect us. Okay, you get this car, you get this payment, how it's going to affect every other bill. Because if you get a car, you got your insurance go up. Your tag probably going to go up. You probably going to get something new. So that's a lot of stuff you have to have a communication. Like, hey, you got to ask, hey, babe, you think I can afford this?
I was just gonna say, like, when you're married, yeah, you have to, like, if the person is the breadwinner of the family, bro, you have to come together and you have to have the proper reason. I think when you get married, that's the only person in life you have to answer to other than God. Like, you have to answer to that person. Like, there's no why?
No secret.
Nah, it's none of that. You know what I'm saying? That's supposed to be, y'all supposed to be one. Y'all supposed to move as one. Y'all supposed to know stuff as one. Y'all supposed to live as one. So I think, like, it'd be like, all right, I want this car. Like, you got the money. I want this car. And then you have to break down the reasons why you can't get that car, or why, all right, cool, we can get this car. I made this miles, that money, we still have this much left over. All right, no, we can't get this because you can't just be like, no, why? Because I said so. No, hell no.
You have
That's why I was getting it.
You have to have a conversation. You cannot make any decision without the partner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you're engaged, you still, because you're planning on being married. So you have to, when you're engaged, I don't even say this, if you live together, y'all still gonna have, even though
I feel like if y'all dating, y'all live together, I feel like it depends on what the role is in that situation.
And what y'all working towards?
Right.
Y'all working towards it.
Yeah, like this is.
If y'all live together, y'all should be working towards it. You live together.
That's the role.
Right.
But you got people who, you know what I'm saying?
And you better get the hell out. That's what I tell you. You never listened to Fred before. Tell you now, get out.
What's that? Like they probably benefit off each other because she made money, I made money. You know what I'm saying? We can split the bills, I can save money, type shit. I know some people that do that. So it's like they like each other, like fold each other, but it's kind of like we make more together. It's about money right now. Eventually, hopefully, it come around. I hope it come around for them. But it's kind of like
if it don't, Fred said get out. Like Jordan Peele movie, get out. Don't stay because it's comfortable. Get out.
To answer your question, Shai, I feel like you should definitely communicate. If you in a marriage, like Nico said, or in a relationship, working or get engaged, work towards marriage, you should definitely communicate with your partner about anything, any executive decision, like whether it's. Why I hate to even say executive decision. Hell, think about a dog. If you go buy a dog, I mean that's another responsibility. Y'all gotta buy dog food. Somebody gotta be there to let the dog out. So it's just something that definitely need to be talked about.
That's something I had to work towards though, because I was big on being private. I'm very personal. So it's like I'm not finna give my it took me forever to get my financial out. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, she gonna see my financial, like my.
Oh,
my
and that was
finances.
gonna be one of my questions. So go ahead.
Yeah. Because it was like, oh, you see my account, now it's gonna be, wow, you got the money. Wow, you got the money, but you don't know what I'm building towards or what I'm trying to build towards. You know what I'm saying? And it took me forever. And we got in a lot of arguments, but I eventually came around. And so she was like, I'm like, look, I don't want to dip in there to take that out because I'm going to put that back, but I want to be able to use that. Just, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you have to sit down. It took me I just say, don't question me. Just know, this is why. Then, a lot of fights, a lot of arguments. Not a lot, but, a couple of disagreements. And then it was like, all right, look, this is why. I'm trying to do this with this. So I don't want to do that for this and this. You know what I'm saying? And now she understands. That's too. I don't know about it, huh?
You heard him.
That's called maturity.
You're growing up. You're growing up.
Yeah, that's gonna be my next question. Like, not for real. Like, if you married or just say married, because if you're in a relationship, I wouldn't want no joint account with you like that. I think it's okay to have joint account, or not to have joint accounts with your significant other. If they make more than you, or you make more than them.
If they make money, yeah. If we're not making money, like.
There's no point.
There's no point because it's like it's gonna be
it's
gonna make you mad. I rather just you keep your business to yourself because if I see nothing going on there every month, every time you pay, that's gonna do me.
And just nothing but your money going in there, like.
And then I see my money coming out, it's gonna it's like no. And then like when you get married, you don't want to be about mine. Mine is ours. So now, like I put her, I'm.
You have your own account, and I have my own account.
This is new breaking news here. Guys, I'm thinking about putting her on one of my accounts for the kids to see that, you know what I'm saying? Like, when the kids need something, like I can have a certain amount. Well, I have a certain amount go to that account for the kids. You know what I'm saying? All right, you can use that if you feel like they need it, but don't just be out here splurging on that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then if that don't work, she said, well, I feel like they need it, and then we can compromise. Then I know, all right, we'll never get a car together. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But if she can manage that, and she probably.
This nigga got on the leash.
Yeah, I'm saying what?
Ball and chain.
But if
I probably
but if we can't manage, if she can't manage that little money that we have saved for them, or go and say little chickens I like to spend on them, every month. So then, I'm like, we'll never get an account. I can't really let you see what I got. You know what I'm saying?
So she ain't even know your account.
No.
I thought you was. I know you was making that statement.
No,
I thought she had
I was letting her
account.
see what was in there.
Oh, you let her see?
You let her peek in.
I thought she was on the account.
No, not yet. I feel like you don't. Yeah, like it's like
it's a trust factor.
Yeah.
Damn. We got enough money to get the mama car now. She want a mama car. We say no for that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, all right, we got enough to get that. It's like, all right, but that's gonna take all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no more car notes, no truck notes, or none of that. She was like, well, we can pay it. We can get that. I'm not trying to. know what I'm saying?
You know, try to add on extra.
Yeah, extra, you know what I'm saying? Like, we still that we ain't gonna have none of this, and then we still got all this. You never know what happened between this, and this. You know what I'm saying? We got a time frame here, something happened, and then we can
See, all of that is really, you got to live within your means. You got to know what's too high, what's too low.
Mm-hmm. That's why I was like, you know, slowly, you know, trying to, cause, boy, I'm cheap. I hate spending money. I hate spending money.
My only thing is about the joint account thing is, let's say for example, shit goes south.
Yeah.
That's the number one thing you're going to
And
have.
y'all, fuck you, we getting divorced, all this and all that. Where's my money in the first place? My money in the first place.
Yep.
You ain't got shit up in there. You know what I mean?
Or
That's
you-
the only thing. That's why I'm gonna get.
You gonna swipe your card and that bitch decline.
Right.
And then they go in there.
Back to my question I asked earlier. So do y'all feel like whoever makes the most money has to pay all the bills? Or it should be 50-50 or whatever y'all do, 70-30, 60-40? And do y'all feel like the men or whoever makes the most money pays all the bills? Nick, start with you.
Let's see. I don't think they should pay all the bills, but I do think they should take a bigger chunk. So I guess, not no 50-50, but probably like 70-30.
So you're saying like, oh, hold on. So like rent, like they supposed to pay rent. Cause that's probably the biggest bill you're supposed to have. Your biggest bill.
Rent, mortgage.
I would say like, okay, month-wise, the girl made $2,500. You making almost $10K. I wouldn't expect her to contribute 50-50 to that because that's almost her whole check, basically. Whereas you can still contribute more and still have more left over.
Right. So what about what's wrong with Slip?
If she had more,
Yeah.
then I would expect her to pay more.
Okay, long as we get that, you know.
Cause we ain't about to be broke, man.
Right. For me, I would just piggyback off what Nick said, but at the same time too, like whether it's the man or the woman who's making the most money, the other person that doesn't make the most can still help out in other ways, such as like buying tissue, the utilities,
Like the water,
or buying the groceries and stuff like that. Right. Like if the person that's making the most money pays the big chunk of the bills, like the other individual can help out by buying the groceries, like budgeting your money, even though you may not make that much, but you can still budget and buy groceries to cook at home, buy the toilet tissue, the toothpaste, the soap, stuff like that.
I'm trying to hold on to
Or learn how to buy in bulk, just ways to stretch the dollar. Basically.
Right.
I'm trying to hold on to it. I say.
I agree. It's the little things. Make sure you still. Not saying you supposed to carry all the way because I'm making the most money or you making the most money. Then of course, not saying all should be on you, but of course you still gonna be making the effort. Like, okay, I need to take the larger bills. I need to provide and all this. But at the same time, the person that's making the less money, you still got to do something.
Yeah.
Not saying
you still got priorities. You still got bills.
Right.
Don't get
priorities. That's the key word. And I like what Danita said. Budgeting. Make sure you really budget.
That's the number one hard thing to do in this world.
It is definitely
because a lot of people got the trigger finger. You grab the card and swipe.
Oh, okay.
I want to.
I believe all right, with that saying, because I was trying to hold on to what I was saying, because, I like to ask questions. But, and I lose it. But if, say, that person, one of them making more money, the male or the female making more money, and he or she making less money, do he or she have to do less when they come home? When it's time to come home?
No.
I
Definitely. I agree with that. I agree with that.
No, I don't think that one should do less or whatever. Just because you make more money, you should do less right now. Because we're both adults, and one of my pet peeves I hate. You are an adult. You're not a child. You are an adult. At the end of the day, pick up behind your damn self. Right. I'm not your fucking maid. I'm not your fucking mama. So pick up behind yourself. That's how I
agree with
that. That was some.
No, because that don't make you want to slap a bitch.
No, like for real, because don't do that.
I definitely agree with that. If it was bring it to the table thing, I feel like everything else.
Everything's covered in.
Yeah.
But basically, like sometimes when that do happen, just say for instance, the guy usually uses that as a control mechanism.
Yeah. Oh, I make more money than you. I work long hours. Like, no.
I feel like when
It's called being a human being and picking up behind yourself.
when everybody is contributing, everybody has to say so. Yeah, it's no conversation. And then especially, everybody got to say so when everybody's contributing.
Yeah, because and contribution can look different. It don't always.
It don't have to be
money.
Yeah.
It looks different along the spectrum.
The common thing.
But-
money is evil.
Wait, now what you say, Brad?
I said I can see now money is evil.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, for the love of money. For the love of money.
Because as y'all like the whole conversation, everybody has really been about money.
Yeah.
Because the episode's about breadwinner, but I'm
I
saying.
didn't say that. Yeah, so we gotta talk about it.
But
Okay, go ahead. I said one more. Doing the commercial break. Fred got onto all of us now.
but I'm saying like money can legit break homes, and as everybody has hinted to it, money can really mess up marriages, fiancés, even relationships. So just make sure you love the person, and then if money is the problem, ask yourself what's more important, your bills or your significant other, and you decide.
Okay, so question. If both parties work 40 hours a week, is a woman still expected to do all of the housework?
Fuck no. You gotta go in there and get dirty too. Shit.
Never mind.
If y'all 40,
Then
40,
it's both responsibility.
it's both of y'all responsibility.
It's not one person.
You know what I'm saying?
do More. No, we both working 40.
All right, say the person work part time and I work like 20 hours a week. You know what I'm saying? And that person still work 40 hours a week. Not saying you ain't gotta do shit. You know what I'm saying? But like you at home, you probably be at home more. So you probably could cook more days out of the week. You know what I'm saying?
So you expecting a home cooked meal whenever you?
No, she's trying to do this. I'm just saying.
She's trying to
I didn't reach a limit.
She trying.
But no,
She's trying to get it. I expect for you to you know what I'm saying? I expect, but
I'm not playing,
you
bro.
probably
No, you pulling him on him. You pulling him on him.
How he be reaching?
Y'all learning. Okay, cool. I got you.
Why is this? I just want to know. I'm just asking. I want to know why. Why is the responsibility predicated on how many hours you work per week?
Because you have more time. You're probably at home more.
Yeah, that's what
You know what I'm saying?
I understand that. But I'm saying if you going off of how many hours you work per week, like what Nick was saying earlier, you're expecting that person to do more because you work more hours per week, and the other person work less hours.
Okay, but all right, I'm gonna flip it on you.
Hold on, let me finish. What I'm saying is, if the responsibility is the responsibility, just like when you become parents, it don't matter how many hours you work per week.
Well,
You still gotta be a damn parent at the end of the day.
Hello.
Regardless if you're tired or not, your job being a parent doesn't stop.
It never ends.
So that's what I'm saying. Regardless of how many hours you work per week, that responsibility still needs to be handled, regardless of how many hours you work. That's just my perspective.
all right. So let's flip it. So if you 40, because we going
yeah,
on work.
yeah.
I'm going on work because you probably working there longer, and this person probably at home longer than you. So is it fair for that person to work, bust their ass at work all week, and then come home and cook?
No,
clean?
okay, all right. So let me elaborate what I'm saying. Okay. I'm not saying you supposed to come home and ain't shit done. Like, all right, you worked all day, you come home, the house a mess, food ain't cooked. I mean, I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is, it's not okay for oh shit, because you never know. Just because that person has stayed, for example, your wife has stayed at home all day, she might just not feel like cooking today.
Well,
that's a communication.
Then she should text me while I'm at work, say, "Hey, babe, I don't feel like cooking. Can you go pick something up?"
Or can you cook the
Okay,
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
right.
It's a communication.
Okay.
But as far as like the house being taken care of, if
You work less.
you work less, so you have more time to be home. You have more free time.
I don't have
It's
that.
not fair for me to have to come home and like, damn, I gotta cook.
I get what y'all saying. I'm just saying that
But at the
that
same-
person don't work those most many hours. It still don't mean
It should follow
that
them.
they they're not. They might need a break too.
Right.
They got a break. They got a break. They got a break.
No, they
I don't understand, but I was gonna say at the same time, if both of the individuals are working 40 hours a week, all of the responsibilities should just fall on that one person.
No. We talking about they working
part-time.
They working part-time.
They working part-time.
I'm not saying
This
40 hours.
person, this person working 40 hours.
I'm
Now,
just
if it's
saying.
40, y'all got to
It's no
split.
I'm just saying,
conversation.
me personally, I feel like hours shouldn't matter, regardless of how many hours that person worked.
Yeah.
A responsibility should be already addressed, like y'all said. You should have that understanding, communication. It doesn't matter if that person worked 5 hours per week. If you already got that communication and understanding on who's going to take care of what, like I said, she might not work at all, but she may still need a break.
Yeah.
That's just the reality of it.
Damn, I don't think y'all heard what I said though.
I heard
Nah, I heard what you said. I get what you said.
Every one of y'all got.
We got different perspectives. Though.
Yeah, I mean, I think, and it boils down to how you was raised. At the end of the day.
That was gonna be my thing.
It's basically about like how you was raised. Bishop was raised. Like you said, you raised by your pops, right? So he has his pops ways. So you know, everybody, you can't follow him. That's how he grew up. Because we all grew up in different households. Some people grew up with single mother, single father, grandparents, or two. So everybody gonna have a different opinion.
Right.
But you know, at the end of the day, we all gotta understand where we're coming from.
Yeah.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, it's no judge. You know, we can judge. You know, it's life. It's just how we're raised.
Right.
So that's all I gotta say about that. You know, you grew up different from him. We all grew up different.
Yeah.
So of course, you know, you got your own perspective. We all got different perspectives.
No doubt.
So that's what it boils down to. We all just raised different. But that don't mean everybody's wrong. It's just how we're raised.
If y'all got that understanding, like he said, if it work for y'all, work for y'all. If it don't work for y'all, don't work for y'all. God damn it, it's working for me.
Denise, y'all want to
should
say
never
one
smack
question?
this
Oh no, I didn't have another question.
Well,
I was just saying about when you was talking about.
Well, that went from no.
But it didn't have a question. I was just gonna piggyback off
I
you
got
said
you,
about
I got you.
everybody raised different. Because I mean, with my mom, when I was raised, my mom was always the breadwinner in her relationship. But I also was when I was raised. My grandpa, he took care of all the bills. My grandma didn't have to work or pay for anything. You know, so it's just all about the situation.
Which one you
And
gravitated to more? Like your
the
grandma?
man
or
paying
your
the
mom?
bills, and
That's
but I work, so it's
Yeah.
good.
that's different.
My girl had 2 jobs.
Listen.
I'm talking about. I don't need. So you need that money?
Look,
I don't need a job.
have I said?
You said who got 2 jobs?
No, I thought she got 2
you got 2
jobs.
jobs. Oh, I thought you were finna hit that. What Chris mama name? I
Oh,
don't need it. My man got 2 jobs.
yeah.
All right, well, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Minds of Religion. For the people, by the people. You know what I'm saying? Special guest here, Nick. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming on.
No problem. No
Anita,
problem.
thanks for running your mouth. Free. Thank you for cutting anybody off.
It's a wild one.
First day back on the job. There you go.
This is my second. Thank you.
Well, with her.
Oh,
Yeah.
you didn't say that. Elaborate. Communication. Gotta get that out.
What's the slogan say? Let me finish.
That's our new slogan.
That's our new slogan.
And we all cut each other off all the time.
Let
But
me
hey,
get y'all a talking stick. You know,
Yeah.
get this talking stick.
no, but hey, make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, share, donate, everything.
Please don't.
Hey, don't make something, bro.
That's a homie, bro.
Hey, thank y'all for tuning in, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. We really appreciate it. So.
Peace.